Hello, I'm 20 years old, I've had some jobs, and I'm the youngest that I'll ever be. My childhood is done. Finito, nada más, over. And I'll never have that opportunity again. The lack of responsibility, experimenting, trying a bunch of things for the new time, things being new, not worrying about money, in the same way at least, for hours on end and just not really having much of a care in the world, and that's fine. And then maybe the illusion of redoing some things that you did, like going to the same places, or maybe if it's like a game or something like that, replaying it. And yeah, you can still have fun, it can be great, but it won't be the same. You won't be doing it for the first time, it'll be different, you're older, you different experiences, and it can allow you to make new memories, reflecting on what you've done and perhaps making something better in a way. It can be nice to just move on, leave some things in the past and try new, different things. Some things might be great and nice to continue, and other things might have just had their time. For example, some relationships with people. You might outgrow people, have different interests, and as long as you try, then the rest is up to them. Some things are out of your control, but other things, it's up to you to decide with what you want to keep and what you want to change and move on from. The past makes you who you are, for better and for worse, and it can be nice to reflect, and even if you can't remember the in particular memories, just having that feeling of it being a nice time can be quite pleasant. And perhaps for those that aren't as nice, yeah, might not be as great, but likewise, they still make you who you are. So, yeah, in a way, they're all good. In many ways, you can't even remember the past how it was. It's kind of how you perceived it. So, there's kind of different ways to see it and think about it. And yeah, things like pictures and whatnot. In some ways, they can enhance it. At the time, I don't know if you ever have it. Like if you're taking a video of something, kind of being more involved in that can actually be quite fun. Over time, it can take away. Yeah, it depends. If you've seen like the videos and stuff of people when they're like recording something, maybe at a concert, and they're watching it through their phone, which yeah is nice. Like probably nice to keep the memories and stuff. But then if they're watching the whole thing through their phone, it can take away. So it's nice to have that bit of a balance, if you know what I mean. And then there's the future. The world's your oyster, people say, which I find very annoyingly ambiguous. I understand it's a nice sentiment that you can do many things, but then not being specific about it, it can kind of leave you wondering what. I think it's for you to have your best time, whatever that might be, by having new experiences, learning things, building new relationships, and just what you enjoy, finding that out or doing what you still do. For example, people can watch movies for hours on end and they enjoy it. Other people can barely last for 5 minutes. Depends on the person. In general, a lot of people can be dissatisfied, including myself to an extent, of not having things and wanting more than they have, which makes sense to an extent. Like, why would you not want a bigger house, bigger car, a bigger phone? I mean, personally, I don't like things that are too big, but I hope you get my point. It's nice to want things and appreciate it when they have them, but what do they cost? Not just monetarily, but time wise. You could be having a nice holiday with your family, be it relatively cheap, and in a few years you could be having a more expensive one. Although that might be with a few more grey hairs and with grown up children, if you have children, that sort of thing. Which can be nice, but I feel like being too set on a certain future and especially on the bigger details, not the smaller ones, can lead you to not really appreciate what you have now. And I feel like sometimes you can imagine like a prosperous future, but not really the intertwining smaller details. And I think something more manageable, thinking about your next step, not just having the future, can be a nice balance. Taking things as they come and learning as they happen and going with the flow of it, whilst also having a bigger picture in mind, perhaps. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, people can have a grand vision of what they want to achieve, and some things can be somewhat reasonable, some things definitely not. It's a matter of making the small incremental steps as you go along and trying to get to where you want to be, and also finding out where that might be along the way. Because I don't know about you, I feel like 5 years ago I didn't have a realistic representation of where I want to be now, and I think things change. It's nice to think of the future, not as something that's far away, not as something that's too close, but as a spectrum. I like to think of it as if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But you can't plan to the end of your tail, because more of life is yet to unveil. And then there's the present, the most real that things can ever really be with the senses and stuff. And yeah, the way I like to think of things is that life's a journey. You've had things in the past, and you've got many things in the future, and you've got many different stops. And it's a matter of trying to appreciate what you have as you can and try to get more. And just, yeah, I've tried to separate the different parts, but realistically, today is tomorrow's yesterday. They're all connected, the past, the present, and future. So, yeah, just a matter of trying to make the best of your time, be it remembering the past, thinking about your future, and enjoying the present. I think in many ways, the best present is now.